go outside with Chrissy Russo. Chrissy.
You know what? We got this high-powered telescope out here with a laser on it that I just noticed now because the smoke from the campfire is making me able to see it. So starting right about now, it will be possible to see 5 bright planets together in the sky. So with us this morning is astrophotographer Maxwell Palau, and he's got this big old telescope set up with a live feed for us. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Beautiful pictures.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
You took some yesterday. Well, thank you for coming back, especially after meeting us all. You took some pictures yesterday, so we'll run some of those. Which planets can we see all lined up right now?
So right now in the sky we can see, we'll be able to see Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars.
Okay. How long does it last, and how long since this happened last time?
So right now it's going to be it starts about right now, and it's going to go on till February 20th. So we got a good month of time to catch the planets, although I wouldn't wait too much longer, because once it gets closer to February, we're going to start dipping out on Mercury and Venus. You won't see it too easily. But yeah, if you catch it in the morning before sunrise, about an hour or so, around this time, be the best time to get it.
So why does this happen? Is this normal?
It just happens because of the cycle, the way the planets move around the sun,
yeah.
And the way the planets move on the ecliptic, or the plane at which the planets move.
Okay.
So in their orbital cycle, they eventually look like they're aligned in the sky, when actually they're not really aligned. They just, in our apparent view, they appear to be aligned in the sky.
Oh, interesting. You know, it's like colors with the human eye. It's like colors are only colors because our human eyes interpret them that way.
Correct. That's exactly right.
You know,
so
it's just the wavelength.
Perspective. You know, it's the way it looks in the night sky.
Ooh.
And yeah, the last time it actually happened was in December through January from 2004, 2005. So it's kind of a neat event to catch, and it's not going to happen again until actually August of this year. And then after that, again in 2018. So it's kind of a neat thing to catch right now, kind of a unique thing to catch, and it's not going to happen again for a while. So if you're up in the morning, go take a look. It'll be pretty awesome. And if you can, again, get out to a dark sky location where you can really get away from the city lights and enjoy the nice bright objects in the night sky.
Do you have to have your high-powered telescope with a laser on it and everything?
That's one of the cool things. You actually don't need to have a telescope.
Yeah.
They're so bright that you don't need to see them. You can just look up at the sky and see the bright dots in the night sky. Now, with a telescope, you will be able to see some more details, such as Jupiter. You'll be able to see the 4 Galilean moons, or on Mars, you might even be able to get some of the smoke there.
The wind just changed directions, obviously.
You might be able to see some Mars details. Even Saturn is probably going to be the more awesome one to see. That's going to be the one that just appears. You can see those rings, those beautiful rings that makes it unique in the night sky.
Interesting. You know, I find this so interesting. This is just something, you know, the National Weather Service and NOAA, they actually have a forecast on their web page for space.
Oh,
like
really?
A space, you know, and it's just something that I've never studied. You know, I find it very interesting. And as you schooled me in the commercial break, astronomy and astrology are not connected at all. And I kind of thought they were, because we were talking about this Mercury retrograde earlier in the week. I didn't know anything about it, and I was telling everyone that I wanted to learn more about it.
Sure. Well, as for astrology purposes, I don't know honestly too much about it. But for astronomy, Mercury retrograde, and that's when Mercury appears to move backwards in the night sky. So as our orbital paths cross each other, Earth and Mercury will appear to move together, but once we pass by it, it appears to move backwards as it passes by us, and then it'll continue back on its normal path again. So it's actually continuing on in its motion, but it just looks to go backwards in our night sky.
And my last question is, or statement, you corrected me. I thought wrongly that astrology was the application of astronomy. Like you say, astronomy, and then there's the application of what people think that means for them, and you say that's not true.
Well, astrology does base a lot of their stuff, I would say, in astronomy, but the astronomy doesn't base anything in astrology.
Gotcha.
So that's how we do
Correlation and causation.
Right, exactly.
Okay, got you. Maxwell, thank you for being here.
Glad to be here.
And send us your pictures. You know, we love having them. And
you know, you can always check out some more information. Just go to my website, stardude.org, and that's our association, StarDude Astronomy.
Okay.
So check it out.
Or go to our website, and we'll put Maxwell and the group on our Xenon page. So click on the Xenon page. Thanks you, Maxwell.
Thank you.
I have to do the Earth's weather now.
All right.
The boundary layer. What's happening here?